You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Margot Gray with a 48 Fastcast, your digital version of our top headlines in a short, fast newscast. Today is a first alert weather day, so let's go straight over to Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis. As strong to severe storms push into the Tennessee Valley, Brad, what are our chances looking like?
They're going up, actually. It looks like we're going to see a very robust round of thunderstorms. You kind of see that behind me over here. This is around 10 o'clock tonight, so it's a little bit about an hour or two ahead of what we had looked at in the last couple of days. However, these storms haven't developed yet. Here's what we're looking at: 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. far northwest Alabama as you get from Smith Lake through the Huntsville metro area, including Decatur, Athens, Hartselle, Lacey's Spring, and Hazel Green, up to Fayetteville and Thames Ford Lake, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. and 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. in far northeast Alabama from Lake Gunnersville through Scottsboro up to Fort Payne and Rainsville. We do expect this line to pack a punch as it moves in. A lot of you will see strong gusty winds even before it starts raining, about 30 minutes or so ahead of this main line. That's going to be the gust front, and that's usually an indication of a weakening line of storms. I do say weakening, but use caution with that word because we're still looking at the potential for some damaging straight line winds, a lot of lightning, very heavy rain, and there will be a tornado threat with this, in addition to all those other factors I mentioned. Here's your 3-day forecast. Storms will be late, perhaps tomorrow night after 2 o'clock in the morning. Sunday, maybe a few isolated storms in the afternoon. We'll talk more about that on your 10-day forecast.
All right, let's turn to Madison County, where we now know how long a man will spend in prison after killing his wife in front of their infant child. Reese Jones was sentenced to 20 years in prison for the 2022 murder of his wife, Erin. Jones initially faced a capital murder charge in the shooting, but the charges were amended to manslaughter. WAFF 48's Callie Neese will join us starting at 4 o'clock live to give a full breakdown of this case, so be sure to tune in for extensive coverage. A Cobb County man facing 4 counts of capital murder is getting a new attorney. The court granted Travis Fallow's former attorney's motion to withdraw from the case, with his new attorney already appointed. Fallows is charged in a deadly shooting that left 2 people and an unborn baby dead. He's also charged in the death of an Escambia County inmate. Fallows' capital murder trials begin at the start of 2026. Well, authorities caught 2 Marshall County men accused of stealing money and more than a dozen guns. Authorities believe Skylar Hill and Blake Poole, who you see on your screen, broke into a garage building on Aldridge Gap Road near Arab last month. Marshall County deputies arrested both men earlier this month and charged them with burglary and criminal mischief. Deputies say they recovered 13 guns that were stolen. Alabama law enforcement officers came together in Madison County for a good cause today, raising awareness for the Special Olympics. So the torch run kicked off bright and early at 7 a.m. this morning. Look at them, all of them. All of the proceeds go towards Special Olympics Alabama. Brent Patterson is the spokesperson for the Madison County Sheriff's Office. He says the games come with a hefty price tag, and he's grateful everyone came out to show their support.
These state games are not they're not cheap. It takes money. There's lodging, there's transportation that goes into this, and when law enforcement gets together and we raise this awareness, we do a T-shirt drive. We raise every fund that we can, and every penny goes toward the Special Olympics here in Alabama, and it goes to those families to help them make these missions happen.
So deputies, state troopers, and Huntsville police showed up for a run this morning. The state summer games take place in Troy next month.
Today is a 48 First Alert weather day. Sponsored by Mr. Rooter Plumbing for all your emergency plumbing services.
Hazy, warm, and muggy on this Friday afternoon. The thunderstorm threat's coming in probably after 9 o'clock. The storms haven't formed yet, but we do expect them to form here within the next few hours. They're going to form in western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, and then advance in our direction as we go well past dark. So this will be an overnight event. Make sure you have ways to get weather warnings during the middle of the night. One of those ways, our 48 First Alert weather app, also a weather radio. In case you're wondering, we're going to be in Hartselle programming weather radios next Wednesday, beginning at 10 a.m. You can get the location. I believe it's on our website. You can also find that on our Facebook page as well. But things are quiet right now. But what we're watching is this area back here where we have this tornado watch. We could see new development there. But the other thing to watch is look how quickly that storm died. So there's a bit of a cap in place, a lid on the atmosphere. So we'll continue to monitor that as well. That may keep things from firing up as early. Here's your severe timeline tonight, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. in northwest Alabama, central parts of North Alabama, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. and midnight to 4 a.m. And I think we'll probably see a big weakening by 2 o'clock in the morning, especially at the current pace here. Here's what we're looking at around 7 o'clock this evening. Notice the thunderstorms firing up where they aren't able to fire up right now inside that tornado watch, but that will likely change as the cold front gets closer. By 9 o'clock, numerous showers and storms in middle Tennessee and just to the east of Memphis. Those will start dropping into the shoals as we get towards 10 or 11 o'clock. In fact, this is the latest forecast guidance, and it's slowed down just a bit one more time. But these will pack a punch, as I mentioned earlier. The main concerns are frequent lightning, very significant lightning, some strong gusty winds. A lot of us will get 30 to 40 mile an hour winds, but there will be some isolated 60-mile-per-hour winds going on. And if we can get isolated storms to develop out ahead of this, they may have more wind shear to work with, and that would pose a tornado threat. So again, that's 1 o'clock in the morning. This will continue on through at least 3 a.m. and then start to weaken. But a majority of your Saturday looks nice. In fact, some sunshine comes back with highs in the low 80s tomorrow afternoon. Rain chances aren't gone for the weekend, though. We may see a line coming in way late overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then some isolated storms Sunday. And then we continue to watch Tuesday into the early morning Wednesday for another round of strong thunderstorms. But then we cool down. Take a look at this 10-day forecast. Next Thursday, the high 67, 71 Friday, 77 Saturday. So not only is it going to cool down, but it's going to dry out. High pressure will dominate next week. But tonight, we continue to be concerned with the potential for those strong to severe storms, and I'll have the very latest coming up at 4, 5, 6, and 10.
And that'll do it for us for your Fastcast. Again, pay attention today. Stay weather alert. We'll be back in just a few minutes before the 4. Don't forget, we'll be on air on TV at 4 o'clock for our newscast. And of course, breaking news if it comes in between 5, 6, and 10. We'll have you covered. Have a good afternoon.